Hello everyone, and welcome to another royal reading. And today I am going to be reading on Meghan Markle and whether she will ever return to the UK with Prince Harry. I am using the After Tarot for this reading. Rider-Waite, but it takes the energy of the standard Rider-Waite cards and moves the energy forward just by a few seconds into the next frame, really. And so we see like a resolution. And really it does sound, from what Tom Bauer has said, is that Meghan has wiped the dust of the UK off her enormous feet and decided that she doesn't want anything more to do with the UK. Thanks for nothing kind of an energy, and off she sailed. She's keeping the title though, of course, Duchess, but don't want to have anything to do with the country she got that title from. Charming. So 5-card reading now. I want to know if she will ever return to the UK. I have just done a rather curious 5-card reading on where she is or why we aren't seeing her at the moment. Quite startling. Do go and watch it, and it may explain why we aren't going to see her in the UK again. She may have bigger fish to fry now, and one particular fish to fry. So 5-card reading now using the After Tarot. What is going on with Meghan? Will she ever go back to the UK? And we have the Hanged Man in reverse. I would say that is a no as an underlying energy of this reading immediately, because the Hanged Man, if it's in the upright, it is waiting. It's being in limbo. It's hanging around, literally waiting for something to change, waiting for new direction, new guidance. And while you're hanging around, you are feeling like you are a victim and you are helpless and you are being punished to some extent. But this card came out in the reverse as the underlying energy of this reading, which tells me she's tired of waiting, she's tired of hanging around, and she is no longer going to sacrifice herself, what she perceives as sacrifice. She doesn't see why she should sacrifice herself for the UK anymore, or even for Prince Harry. The card moves forward in the Hanged Man, and there is now a person who has come to help the Hanged Man there while he's hanging upside down from that tree. This card is in the reverse. I don't think that she could be bothered to help anyone anymore at this stage. Whatever we think of her, she may well see her own life in very different ways. I'm sure she does, to the way we see it, and may well have seen herself as being a victim up until now. Decision, underlying energy, no longer to martyr herself. It is Piscean energy, the Hanged Man. So that's what's underlying this reading, colouring all the cards that are coming out. The dog is desperate to go for his walk, so he may be quite vocal through this reading. He's had his nose on the tarot table as I was doing my pre-shuffle. So the heart of this reading, from Meghan Markle's point of view, going back to the UK, it's the 5 of Pentacles. It is the 5 of Pentacles in reverse. The 5 of Pentacles is about being cast out, being exiled, out in the snow, out in the blizzard, being ruined, not wanted anymore, cast out. And off they have to go. The 2 riches there. The new figure in the 5 of Pentacles is this rather plump woman in the front who's doing better. She's stocked up. She's at least provisioned for the journey ahead, rather than the 2 riches in the background who seem quite helpless. The card is in the reverse, so it tells me that she really doesn't want to come back. She's done. As the heart of the reading. Reversals, of course, can be extreme versions of the energy, or can be an opposite version of the energy. In this reading so far, I'm inclined to take it as an extreme form of the energy, an extreme form of exile, that she has no interest in going back to the UK. She has been cast out. She feels as if it has been some form of ruin, some loss, financial loss, loss of status, loss of popularity. Why go back? Would you go back into this situation if you were her? I wouldn't. Back into that blizzard, into that cold, into feeling cut out, into feeling that you're not welcome, into feeling that you're not good enough, into feeling that you're being judged by people who are from the upper classes, by the press, and that you just don't fit, you don't belong, no matter how hard you try. She, in my opinion, did not try very hard before she gave up. But that is, of course, my opinion. Her opinion of it, quite different. She was sacrificed, she was martyred, she was cast out. She's over it. So how does she feel about the UK? Just literally, how does she feel about the UK? Very emotional, because for her it is the country, the home country of Princess Diana, and we all know that she has a very strange fascination, obsession with Princess Diana. It's documented, so I don't even have to say allegedly. And with that Queen of Cups, and she's looking back at it now. I mean, there are almost the White Cliffs of Dover behind in this card. The Queen of Cups is always looking somewhat in a somewhat melancholy way at the past for me as a reader. So I think she feels quite emotional about it. She feels as if it's something that she could have had, that she had in her grasp, and it slipped through her fingers. She almost was the next Princess Diana. She should have been the Queen of England in Princess Diana's place. But it all fell apart, it all went wrong, and now she's looking back at it and feeling sorrowful about it. And quite a peculiar energy actually coming off that card, particularly with the depiction of literally England in the background, those cliffs. And so, yes, no card. Will she ever return with Prince Harry? I'm adding that for this reading. It is about with Prince Harry, and I've got Tess coming up to me now and is pawing me as I'm doing this. Will she return with Prince Harry? No. That's an outright loud no. The Hierophant in reverse. The Hierophant is the royal family. The Queen in particular, it's the Taurus card, Major Arcana for Taurus. It is the church, it is the establishment, the status quo. It is lessons and teaching and learning your lessons and being in touch with your integrity, your higher self, choosing the high road. This is an emphatic no because it's in reverse. Whatever lessons there were for her, she is not choosing to learn them. She's not wanting to be part of the establishment, part of the status quo. She's not interested. If there is a road to choose, she's not going to take the road of service. The high road, the road of learning and sacrifice. We see it because it's sitting above the Hanged Man in reverse, which is the card of deciding you can no longer be bothered to martyr yourself, and you are going to be all about your own self-interest from now on. So what's going on behind the scenes with Meghan? The thing that was in my mind when I thought about doing this reading today was, of course, the Councillor of State debate that's raging around Prince Harry renewing the lease at Frogmore Cottage, claiming that he's domiciled in the UK still, needs security to come back, blah, blah, blah. Not safe for Meghan and the children, but it does seem more to be about Prince Harry and the Councillor of State thing, the court case that he's bringing against the Home Office now. So that was in the back of my mind, but since I did the reading that I've just done about Meghan and why perhaps we haven't seen her, let's see what's going on behind the scenes. Why will she not be going back to the UK? The Hermit in reverse. She's done with Prince Harry. Major Arcana for a Virgo. She's done with him. She's absolutely done with him. She's done with him, and she's done with the country he comes from. I think it couldn't be clearer that is what's going on. I've done a couple of divorce readings. The divorce seems to be coming closer and closer. I thought that they would hold off until the Jubilee and try and re-establish at least Prince Harry in the UK. Does seem to be what's coming from the royal family, keeping some of his military roles available. Confirming it for me, Hermit in reverse, lots of dogs barking, lots of energy around at the moment, funny energy. And let's see the outcome. I think we all know what the outcome is. Page of Swords for her, and that is being very guarded, being very vigilant, self-protective energy with that Page of Swords. Stay away from me. I got my sword up. If you come any closer, I will use it on you. It is really a card of being strategic and learning lessons, but as I say, being self-protective. It's sitting under this Queen of Cups, which is very emotional, very sensitive, quite thin-skinned energy, and she does obviously feel quite sorrowful about what happened, and she wasn't able to fulfill Princess Diana's role as Queen of England. Meghan Markle, was going to stand in her shoes and do all of that. Now she's very guarded, she's very wary, she's very vigilant, she's on the alert for anybody coming towards her, any messages coming across from the UK. There's this delegation coming towards her in the background of this card in the After Tarot, and she's not interested in what they have to say. If anyone comes, such as Prince Charles, with an offer of you can come back, you can stay at Clarence House, you can even have Clarence House, as long as you come back and you support Prince Harry and you support me in my as I wage war against the Yorks, for instance. I don't think so. I don't see it. None of these cards here are telling me that she has any intention of coming back. Hierophant in reverse, Hermit in reverse, Five of Pentacles in reverse, Hanged Man in reverse. She's looking back at it now as a chapter in her life that she was almost Queen of England, but didn't happen. Not her fault, of course. Everyone else's fault. His fault in particular, the Hermit. Must be quite tough being the Hermit at home now. If he is even at home. We'll check up on all of that. We seem to go round and round and do the same readings, but energy changes, things just shift a little bit. Barometer. Tarot is a bit like a barometer, and sometimes the pressure goes up and sometimes the pressure goes down, and that little needle moves. And so the needle is moving. It's moving towards divorce, according to the 2 readings I've just done today. Hope you enjoyed them, and I'll see you on the next one.